You're lying in bed and the rain starts. Within minutes, something shifts. Welcome to Logic Schema. Your shoulders drop, your jaw unclenches, and a heaviness settles into your limbs that no sleeping pill has ever managed to replicate. You weren't even tired 5 minutes ago. You were staring at the ceiling, your mind cycling through the stresses of the day, but now you are falling into a deep, velvety darkness. The rhythm on the roof isn't just a background noise, it is an ancient command. You feel a physical weight in your eyelids and a warmth in your chest as the world outside turns gray and wet. You have no idea why this specific sound has the power to shut down your brain's defense systems, but you are drifting off before you can even find the answer. You've tried everything else to reach this state. You downloaded the white noise apps that promise a digital reset, but your brain hears the loop and rejects the lie. You've swallowed the melatonin gummies that leave you feeling groggy and disconnected, and you've even listened to those sleep podcasts where a dry voice reads a manual about steam engines. You might have a high-tech sound machine on your nightstand right now, but your internal hardware knows it's a fake. It audits the compressed frequencies of a speaker and finds them lacking. But when real rain hits, your body recognizes it on a cellular level. It is a sensory receipt that signals a change in the environment your hardware has trusted for millions of years. This isn't just relaxation. It is the activation of the Sanctuary Schema, a biological failsafe that only engages when the Earth itself tells you it's safe to rest. To understand why falling water is the ultimate sedative, we have to look at how our ancestors survived in prehistory. For nearly the entire history of our species, the night was a time of extreme vulnerability. Humans are not nocturnal. We have no night vision and no natural armor. When the sun went down, our ancestors were forced into a state of high alert, relying on a collective brain where sentinels watched the darkness for predators that specialized in hunting humans. In that environment, falling asleep was a high-stakes gamble. Your brain developed a security protocol that kept you in a state of light, easily interrupted sleep, so you could react to a snapping twig in milliseconds. But then the rain would come. And in the logic of the ancient world, rain was a biological ceasefire. The first reason rain triggers such a deep response is the predator pause. Most of the predators that hunted our ancestors were sensory hunters that relied on hyperacute hearing and smell to track prey through the brush. Rain ruins their hardware advantage. A heavy downpour washes away scent trails and creates a constant drumming on leaves that drowns out the sound of a moving animal. When it rains, predators seek shelter because their fur gets heavy and their success rate for a hunt drops to zero. Our ancestors' recognition engine understood this perfectly. They learned that when the rain started, the hunting pressure of the environment vanished. The rain provided a logic of protection that no human sentinel could match, signaling that the things that usually hunt you were currently hiding in their own dens. The second dimension of this schema is the acoustic blanket. Your brain is constantly performing a perimeter audit while you sleep, listening for anomalies that suggest a localized movement. A single dry branch breaking is a system interrupt because it stands out against the silence. But rain is what scientists call pink noise. It is a constant, broad-spectrum sound that fills up the entire acoustic space with a non-repeating rhythm. Because rain is so consistent and all-encompassing, it flatlines the acoustic environment. It creates a wall of sound that masks smaller, threatening noises, making it impossible for your brain to pick out the sound of a predator approaching. When the rain starts, your detection system realizes it can no longer effectively audit the environment for small threats. In response, your internal hardware decides to save energy. It realizes that if it can't hear a threat coming anyway, and that threat is likely sheltered and not hunting, it might as well authorize a deep sleep protocol. The rain isn't just relaxing you. It is providing a system mask that allows your brain to stop working so hard. This is why you feel that heaviness in your limbs. Your brain has officially signed off on its night watch because the rain is doing the job for it. It is the only code green your survival hardware truly trusts, allowing you to reach the deep stages of sleep that were usually a rare luxury in the wild. The third scenario is the social sanctuary. In the ancient world, rain was a forced collective huddle. Because ancient humans had no private life, Rain was one of the few times the entire tribe was forced into the same small space, whether it was a cave or a temporary lean-to. No one was out gathering. No one was off hunting. No one was wandering alone. Everyone was in. This created a massive sense of social gravity. You were surrounded by the scent, warmth, and breathing of your people, with the added security of a storm keeping the outside world at bay. Your brain associates the sound of rain with this sanctuary state, a moment of total group cohesion where you are at your most protected. This is why even today, in a modern apartment where you are perfectly safe, the sound of rain makes you want to curl up under a heavy blanket. Your biological blueprint is searching for that ancient huddle. It is looking for the thermal safety and group verification that only comes when the weather forces the tribe together. When you feel your jaw unclench as the storm picks up, you are witnessing the logic of the sanctuary in action. You are being told by a system millions of years old that for right now, the world is at peace and you are finally allowed to let go. The mismatch we face today is that we have spent centuries trying to engineer the perfect sleep while ignoring the hardware we actually use. We live in a world of private lives where we sleep in soundproof rooms with digital alarms. But your brain doesn't believe your deadbolt. It doesn't believe your security camera. It still thinks it's in a cave, and it's still listening for the leopard. This is why we feel so wired all the time. Our internal sentinel is running a 24/7 night watch because it has never received the biological receipt of safety. We try to replicate this with technology, but the recognition engine in our minds is too sophisticated to be fooled by a digital loop. A recording of rain is missing the tactile pressure of the real thing. Real rain changes the barometric pressure in the room and the humidity in the air. It has a complex frequency that your brain can tell apart from a digital recording. When you hear real rain, your brain is auditing a system update from the planet itself. It is receiving hardware verification that the world is currently too wet and too loud for predators to operate. This is why you can sleep through a thunderstorm but wake up to a floorboard creak. Your brain has accepted the rain as a sanctuary, but it remains hypersensitive to any sound that the rain should be masking. The Sanctuary Schema is a reminder that even in our most primitive, terrified states, we found moments of profound peace. The ancestors who survived in prehistory were the ones who knew how to take advantage of the rain. They understood that when the earth speaks, the predators go quiet. They used those rainy nights to perform system maintenance on their bodies and minds, reaching the deep sleep that allowed them to be sharp and lethal the next morning. Your struggle to shut off your brain during the day is a sign that your sentinel is working perfectly. But the rain is the one thing that has the power to overrule it. It is a tribute to the logic of life that your body is honest enough to only rest when it is truly safe. The next time you hear the rain start to drum against your window, don't reach for your phone to distract yourself. Instead, listen to your internal blueprint. Realize that your brain is flagging a maximum safety window, and it is demanding that you take it. Wrap yourself in the tactile boundary of your blankets. Listen to the acoustic mask of the storm, and let yourself fall. You are providing your brain with the only biological receipt it has ever truly wanted, telling the sentinel that the night watch is over and the sanctuary is secure. Subscribe to Logic Schema as we decode the human blueprint, one glitch at a time. The rain isn't just washing the world clean. It's a 50,000-year-old promise that for the next few hours, nothing is coming for you, and you can finally afford to dream.